Graduate ka na, may sahod ka na, pero saan napupunta pera mo? Let's actually try to fix that. Here's how I personally budget yung pera ko as a fresh grad. Hi guys, I'm Paul. As someone who just graduated last year and started earning, budgeting was one of the best habits that I developed early on. And in this video, don't worry, there are a lot of ways on how to budget your finances, but these are just my ways on how to budget it. I'll walk through you on how I do it. Quick disclaimer lang, this is not my profession and I'm just sharing my knowledge, and feel free to comment about your opinion down below and I'll be happy to discuss it with you. Remember to do your own research and do it at your own risk. So why budgeting is important? Your first salary is exciting, but without a plan, it disappears fast. Basically, good budgeting is equals to freedom plus stress-free savings.
So, nakalimutan ko lang siya i-explain. Follow-up video lang to. So, what it basically means na ang freedom is, alam mo kung saan mismo yung pera mo mapupunta. And then, stress-free savings is, ayun, hindi mo na iniisip kung sana may matira, ganito. Kasi, naka-budget ka na. Ganun. Yun lang.
So, there are common struggles. Number one is impulsive spending. So, sa mga Shopee dyan, may hilig sa mga sales. Kahit hindi mo naman gusto, basta mura, bibilihin mo na. Medyo guilty rin ako doon. Next common struggle is living paycheck to paycheck. Laging ubos yung sahod. Though, di ko naman masisisi ang tao since nakadepende naman ang situation per person. Second is budgeting methods. You can use the 50, 30, and 20 rules. Basically, 50% is the monthly expenses like electricity, water bills, internet bills, etc. And then the 30% would go to the wants or mga luho mo, ganon. And 20% will go to your savings or investments. But not everyone can follow that, syempre. Personally, hindi ko nasusunod ang 50, 30, 20 since sa bahay, kasama ko naman mga kuya ko. Ang nangyayari sa akin is 20%, 20%, and 60%. So, 20 sa monthly expenses, another 20% sa wants, since hindi mo na ako ganun kaluho talaga, and 60% sa investments or savings. And nakadepende rin siya sa per person, so it really depends. Zero-based budget. Zero-based budget is basically every peso counts. That's why it's important to track it. There are a lot of ways on how to budget your expenses. An example that I use is an Excel, though I know there are a lot of apps these days that you just need to set it up, but I haven't explored them yet. So feel free to comment down below on what apps do you use and I might try it. Next is separate bank accounts. It's also important to have bank accounts for emergencies, bank accounts for savings, bank account for investments, bank account for wants, and other more that you can think of. Next is common pitfalls to avoid. Spending based on your expected income. This means that gagastos ka kahit hindi mo pa nakukuha ngayong sahod. So bakit nga ba siya delikado? There are a lot of ways kung bakit siya delikado. Number one example would be like freelancer ka and hindi mo sure kung mababayaran ka ng client mo. Possible na i-ghost ka, takasan, or hindi ka nabayaran at all. Other example is having a late sahod. Ang konyo dun na. Pero late yung sahod nyo. So minsan, di ba, hindi naman 15 nabibigay. 15:30, hindi naman 15:30 nabibigay. Minsan 16, 17, 18. So this is actually worse than living paycheck to paycheck, where it becomes the living ahead of your paycheck, where it builds poor discipline to yourself. So next is not tracking small expenses. Sabihin ka natin nagagastos ka ng 100 pesos. So may 100 pesos and then nasa isip mo, maliit lang siya, 100 pesos lang yan. Hindi mo siya tatrack. Pero over time, nag-stack lang siya. Ina-expect mo na, ay, 100 pesos lang yan, ganyan, ganyan. Magugulat ka na lang after a month, yung 100 pesos mo lang na yan, 200 pesos lang. Eventually, magpa-pile up yan and hindi mo na alala kung saan mo nagastos yun. Next is income increases, gastos increases. So as the word itself, di naman porket tumaas ang sahod mo, tataas na rin ang gastos mo. Though paminsan-minsan, okay lang naman to reward yourself. Pero kapag palagi, medyo mahirap siya. It's actually better to save more if tumaas ang sahod mo kaysa sa dumagdag na rin ang expenses mo. So for example, dati mong sahod is 20k a month, naging 25 a month na after a year. Ang ginawa mong after ng salary increase mo, nag-subscription ka to Netflix, YouTube Premium, and other more. So ganun din ang nangyari. Parang wala ka rin naging salary increase since pinanggastos mo lang siya sa mga wants mo. And imbis na pinang-invest mo siya or sinave mo. Next is forgetting irregular expenses. Occasions such as birthdays, tapos biglang ayaan, naggumala kayo somewhere, ganun. And then emergencies such as car maintenance, maintenance, check-ups, and so on. Impulsive buying. Honestly, medyo guilty ako dito, especially sa mga games. Dati kapag nakikita ko na naka-sale yung games, bibilihin ko kagad yan. Even though I'm not gonna play it, bibilihin ko pa rin siya. Kasi nakita mo mura eh. Like, nakita mo 80% discount. Ganun. So, mapapaisip ka, ay, bibilihin ko to. Mura kasi compared to ano. Pero hindi mo naman siya lalaroin. Yun yung naging problem ko. So, ang usually na ginagawa ko na lang dito lately is naghihintay ako for a week, and then if gusto ko talaga yung game na yun, maiisip ko pa rin siya after a week. Pero kapag hindi na, edi ibig sabihin, it's not that important. So, hindi ko na siya mabibili since nawala na siya sa mind ko. Okay, so yung basically, budgeting isn't depriving yourself. It's about telling your money where to go. The earlier you start, the more confident and stress-free you'll be with your finances. If you found this video helpful, leave a like and share your budget tips below. Subscribe for more personal finance videos, and let's grow together.